Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is Kazam187 here, and I'll be doing a Warhammer mod for Total War Warhammer, and this is going to be using the three factions: Border Princes, Estalia, and Tialia, or Tylee, which is the southern provinces. So you get three factions. To use this mod, you need to unlock it. So they need the faction unlocker, which unlocks Kislev, Scaling, and Varg as well. But obviously, we're going to be doing the mod for this one, which is obviously for the southern provinces. So, first thing first, the Border Princes. Border Prince Confederation, known as the Borderlands. Frontiers of simply as the Border Princes is a vast region within the Old World, located between the Black Mountains and Blackfire Pass to the north, and the shores of the Black Gulf to the south. The region of vast wilderness is home to a multitude of petted human kingdoms that were established by high, ambitious adventurers who seek to create a realm of their own. Many times, however, these ventures usually consist of political or religious refugees from lands such as Empire, Bretonnia, and Kislev. So their playstyle is all going to be the same for all three factions. We've got plentiful Federation options, balanced units roster with a range of options, numerous enemies, and these are the units they say you start off with, but you don't. So this is just like placeholder. It also placeholder as being Legendary Lord Balthasar Gelt, but you start off with somebody else that he's put into it. So now we've got Estalia. Estalia is a peninsula located in the western Old World, bordered to the northeast by Bretonnia. Its natural borders are the Irania and Apsaco Mountains to the east, the Great Western Ocean to the north and west, and the Southern Sea to the south. The northern kingdoms of the Irania Mountains are humid lands populated by fierce and tough hill fighters, where solid fortresses guard the mountain passes, while the kingdoms along the south coast are barren but prosperous trading states whose ships ply the Southern Sea as far as Arabi. Same thing, and let's go to Talia. Talia is a region of the Old World south of the Iranian Mountains and a region of mountains called the Vaults. The factious city-states of Talia embrace trade, exploration, and civil war with equal passion. Some are republics, such as the Republic of Remus, while others are principalities, such as Remnus. Talia is home to the majority of mercenaries of many races, men being the most common, but also dwarves and ogres fight in the armies of the merchant princes. There are many dogs of war, mercenary companies forming the bulk of armies in these lands, often fighting on behalf of the wealthy rulers of many republics and principalities further north in the south of the empire. Tillian wines also fetch a higher price for the markets of these people as well. So overall, pretty good. We also got some units which we'll be going over in a miniature battle. I'm going to play it as Talia versus Estalia, so I won't be doing that yet. I'll be going on to the campaign map first to obviously show what type of funds they've got or what type of jazz, and then we're going to be going from there. So now we're on the campaign map for the Border. Okay, and now we have the Border Princes. So we obviously got the landmasses here. We've got, I think it's 4 settlements you start off with. These are the buildings we're going to be looking at. So they've added a couple of building chains for some of the factions. I think some of them are to do with resources, and one might be a building to build obviously different troops. The whole mod consists of faction units for each faction. Majority of them do have a empire based roster, so bear that in mind. You can also recruit dwarves for all three factions, which is a bit weird. I don't know if that's to do anything to do with the law or not, but with Talia, it makes sense because obviously it's mercenaries, but minus that, I don't think it really goes with law, but either way it's a mod. Let's take a bit of pinch of salt. Let's go over what units we can probably get for these guys. Militia archers, but obviously new. Spearmen, they're all Empire units anyways. Light riders, light scouts, crossbowmen, spearmen. Border Rangers are a new unit, so you can recruit them as well. So once you do the usual stuff in the campaign, unlock these, you can obviously start building them. Same with some of the other building chains. Pretty good. So overall, a couple of different things. There's also technologies we can go over. They are the same for all three factions, so I'll quickly go over and just double check, but from what I noticed, I think what they said in the description below, it's the same tech tree, but all three factions have it. So bear that in mind. Obviously we build some of this stuff to build income, all that type of jazz. Go over tech tree in a second, and then we'll see who we've got diplomacy with and all that type of jazz. See what units we can build at the current time. We've got Border Rangers, which is obviously a newer unit for these guys, and Military Archers as well. I think they're new. I'll go over that. I'll go over all the rosters for all three factions once we do a custom battle. I'm only just going to put like a hopscotch of units together just so we can see them. So it won't be like a professional battle where I'll actually do a decent build to defeat the enemy type of thing, but just show them off in action. Here are the tech trees. So obviously adventurers, riders, so you get leadership, experience for them units as well. Leadership for all characters, income for raiding, second settlements, blah 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 blah. Upkeep for empire units, armor piercing, campaign movement range, speed, aura size, upkeep cost for dwarven units. Like I said, you can use recruit dwarven units for all 3 factions, trade agreement stuff, blah blah blah. Hero action cost, and then vampiric corruption, all that type of jazz. So overall, you start off with 4 settlements with the border princes, and you can trade with Talia if you wish to, and you're neutral with them at the moment. You can't actually get anything for them straight away. Barrack, which is obviously Dwarven, we can obviously get trade and non-aggression pact, so we're going to do that. So that's successful. Okay, sweet. And then obviously you've got a few Dwarven actually factions near you, Avaland, and then a lot of the Orcs. So that's going to be your major threat. So if you can get the Dwarves to be a buffer zone, build up your forces and then take out some of the greenskins, that's probably your best bet for the campaign if you do play as the border princes. Overall, I think this would be a pretty good mod to flesh out some of these factions, and then just if you get bored of the standard campaigns, then you've got something else to play. So obviously go check out this mod. We're going to check out... Oh, here we go, we can do the usual stuff for edicts as well. But once we've done this one, we're going to go check out the other factions. We're going to go over with Stalia. I think we're going to go with Flow on that one. Okay, I'll see you on the next. And now we have Stalia. So these guys start off with 3 settlements. They're obviously next to Tialia as well, or Tilly, whatever you call it. I cannot pronounce it for this life of me. And we start off with 5,000 again with 2,498. We've got this building chain which you can get some units we can start off with if you wish to. Start off with again with Empire units, and you can actually only build Empire units at this current state. Obviously once we upgrade some stuff, then we'll be able to do that anyways. It's exactly the same tech tree as I said before, so bear that in mind. Nothing has changed with that. Yep, exactly the same. So yeah, that was correct then. I thought we'd check it anyways, just to be on the safe side. What else have we got? We can do... So 3 settlements. We've got the Lord here as well, which you can point to office. You start with obviously that 1 force. So the best bet is probably try and expand to the north. Maybe take out the Carabiners of faction near Bretonia. They're not going to faction with you. Non-aggression pact. You can even take out them as well. Okay, they actually give you non-aggression pact, so maybe you don't start off with them. And we've got some Orcs to the north, so maybe you actually start off with them, kill them, and then Tilly. We'll go from there. So this one's quite a quick one. So start off there with your campaign, and then we're going to go over to Tilly, and then we show what they are on the campaign map. And now we've got Tilly. So again, they start off with 5,000. They have 2,176 in their treasury. They have the Empire units, yeah, pretty much exactly the same as well. You can start off with a lot of them, but you should probably get the recruitment from some of the buildings to obviously get them at some point. Again, these guys, you cannot change the tech tree, that's exactly the same. See diplomacy while we're here. Border princes you can trade with if you wish to. Non-aggression pact at some point. Stalia, same thing. Try and get some good terms with them. Carabiners, which is obviously a dwarven thing. And then we've got some greenskins as well. So you could probably push up north with these guys, I'd say, to start off with. You've got a lot of the Orc factions around you, and obviously you've got some other units you could try and build. If we build up a port, we'll be able to get some more units as well. These are the towns as well that we can upgrade. As you can see here, we can get the Sartozan pirates. We'll check with them out in battle if you can. Spearmen, halberdiers, pikemen, standard stuff. Republican Guard is a new one. Greatsword Infantry and Pavese Crossbowmen is a new one as well. So obviously we can upgrade to them eventually and try and get them, which you can see here. Mortar, light cannons, organ gun cannons, they're exactly the same. Knights, Noble Veteran is a new one. Carabiners is a new one. Broken Lances I think is a new one as well. I'll go over them once we do the battle in a second anyways. We'll show some of them off. I'll zoom in on them first of all, and there's our Lord as well. I'll zoom in on the units first, so you can see them, what they look like, all that type of jazz. Then we'll obviously go over, while the battle is obviously playing, I'll go over what type of... Okay, let's see what we got here. First of all, we've got Noble Veteran, which is a horse unit. I'm playing as Telia, by the way, and we're fighting against the Stalia. Republican Guard, Pavese Crossbowmen, Satrasan Pirates, Knights of the Righteous Spear. These are all new units as well that I'm playing with. Light cannons. Some of them obviously just rehash of other things or taken from like the Empire, so bear that in mind as well. But maybe you've got a different name. Broken Lances as well. We're going to zoom in on these guys so we can see what they look like. They're pretty cool. Different colour lances. These guys are pretty sick. They've got like a weed leaf as a helmet, and then obviously they're all in red. We'll quickly have a look at the enemy as well once we've gone there. They've got less units. Most of them are still Empire-esque, so bear that in mind. These guys have got a few more units. So these are hopscotch of units. So I don't think I'm going to win this battle. They're just pretty much mainly cav, but I thought I was obviously show them off in action anyways. These are the Carabiners. So obviously they got pistol horses or musket horses. These are basically just great long swords, but just a different name. We've got these dudes as well. So pikemen, to a certain degree, again it's got a different name. And these are the crossbowmen as well, Pavese Crossbowmen. So, pretty cool. Again, I don't know what the stats are for these guys, probably there's no point in going through these at the moment, because they normally tweak these type of things anyways, with mods. So bear that in mind. But yeah, I'll go over which units you can get for each faction, what type of jazz in a second. I'm going to start the battle. I'm going to zoom in on what the enemy have got quickly, and then obviously I'll go over what units you can get for each of the three factions in particular. Some of them are crossed over as well, so you can get some for Stalia and some for Tilly. So we've got Royal Guard, which is a new unit. I think, yes, they are Royal Guard, are a new unit. So they obviously got muskets themselves. Halberdiers obviously the same. Swordsmen the same for Empire. Outriders I think are the same as well. Adventurers, these are new as well. Shield and Sword. Spearmen obviously the same. 3 adventurers. I think there's one more unit. It was these guys at the back, Blackwatch. These are very cool. They look like the Lannisters from Game of Thrones a little bit, but obviously with the feather coming in. But they're very cool. I like them. They're really good. So yeah, let's start this. Obviously, just have it in the background while I waffle about what units we've got for each faction. This is quite a long list. So in total, there are. I'll read what other things we've got in here. We've got 24 plus new units across the rosters of Estalia, Tilly and the Border Prince for both campaign and custom battles. Customised general lord skills from Griffin mounts to specific unit buffs. Custom tech tree built from scratch for all the 3 factions which I mentioned before. Two new building chains. Dynamic caps on some units and appropriate garrisons. So obviously new unit cards, weapon variants, stuff like that, blah blah blah. But the actual units we're going to go into now, these are obviously crossed over from the Empire as well, so bear that in mind. Some of them are not new. So pikemen, you can play with Estalia and Tilly. Republican Guard, which are obviously Tilly, whatever you call them. I'll say T, so you understand what they are. E, T, obviously not the alien. And then obviously got BPs for Border Princes. Pavese Crossbowmen, which is obviously for T, which we're using now. The Greatsword Infantry are for E and T, but toned down Greatswords as he put in brackets, so we can use in both these armies we've got on the battlefield at the moment. We've got Greatsword Infantry, E and... oh no, sorry, we've already said that one. Light Cannons for E and T, we've got these as well. The Sartisan Pirates, which you've got 2 units of, which you can use for T, which you've got on the battlefield now. Broken Lances, T as well, we've got some of them. Noble Veteran, which is for Estalia and for T, which we've got one of them units. Knights, Carmine, which are T, aka Ferrari boys, he's put on there, so obviously they're very fast. We've got 1 unit of them. You've got the Carabiners, which is the Musketeer Horsemen. We've got 1 unit of them as well. We've got Knights of the Righteous Spear, which are for E and T, for both of these factions we've got on the battlefield now. Widespread Knights of Millimedia, he's called them in brackets, so maybe it's similar to something on the tabletop. Got Black Watches, are really cool units, which you see for Estalia. Royal Guard, again, Estalia. Adventurers, again, Estalia. Riders and Lancers, which I don't think we actually got in here. So I'm not too sure if they're particularly for Empire. I think they might be the Empire ones. What else we got? Shield Bearers, which obviously just for BP, for Border Princes, but that's the same as the Empire ones as well. Light Riders, Light Scouts, Militia Archers, and Knights, which are all for Border Princes. Knights, Militia, Border Princes, it's a Swen Carlson's Up Armoured Model Cavalry in brackets. Border Rangers, which is BP, which we saw on the campaign map. Dwarf Warriors for T and BP. Dwarf Warriors for BP, or Border Princes. And Dwarf Organ Guns and Dwarf Cannons for all factions. Now, obviously, he mentions about unit balancing. Obviously, he needs to fix them out. And you have to use this in a campaign setting, which I've already mentioned before. You have to use a different mod, which I will leave in the description box below, to use the Faction Unlocker. But basically what this mod does, it adds new units, gives you a couple different chain buildings for the campaign, gives you a new tech tree. So if you're bored with the campaigns you've got at this current moment in the game, obviously the 4 baseline factions, then just go for it. Use that as your discretion, have fun with it, and then just, you know, if you get bored, it gives the game a bit more of a lease of life. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting absolutely annihilated at the moment. I'm using my troops not very well, and obviously I've got the wrong type of units for a battle like this. So overall, they're not too bad though. They look pretty cool. I like the units. I like the gameplay so far with it. Be interested to see what campaign goes like. I won't be doing a let's play of this. I'm going to try and save myself for Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, which should be coming out soon for another campaign. Currently got my Vampire Counts campaign going on. If you want to check those ones out, they're in the playlists below on the channel. And I've got a Dwarfs campaign as well, which I'm on part 3 at the moment. The Vampire Counts Let's Play is on part 11. So, and also I need to catch up with some of the quest battles. But I've got a lot of mod videos, what I'm going to try and do. More to do with units and stuff like that, because there's quite a few mods for them at the moment. Not so with factions with added multiple units like this. I also got a Tomb Kings scenario mod, which basically means you can play as Tomb Kings, but there's only 4 units that's been added to it. And I've got another video which I'm going to probably do about Kislev as well, which has got a few units, but it's probably a bit more in depth than the single unit mods which I've got coming up as well. So go check out them videos if you've obviously seen this video later than they have actually been uploaded. But also check out the other mods on the channel. So go do that, guys. I'm going to let this play out. I'm going to do some cinematics for the end parts if you want to enjoy them, see some of the units running around in full glory, then see it to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, then give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel for there to be more content on its way. And obviously tell me in the comment section below what you think of the mod, and if you're going to be playing as any of the factions which we have showcased. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed what you've seen. I'll see you all within the next video. Bye bye, guys.
The gods have abandoned us! Formation, march! Yeah! Crossbowmen! Ulrich's chief! Retreat! Yes, quickly! General! Yes, General! Yes! my lord!